Hi everyone and welcome to Club 2 episode 22 of Rolling in the Isles, an FM20 British Isles Journeyman series with me, the United City FM. Welcome along. So we haven't played any games since the last time you and I were together for the game against Jerusalem, where we went out of our final attempt at a European qualification. It was quite a journey, wasn't it, over the last few episodes, but that's now done. We're back in the domestic leagues. Today we have a game against Colwyn Bay in the Welsh Premier League. So that's the game coming up in a second. A couple of little things to go through first. We've made a couple of additional transfers to what we've done previously. So you've seen the likes of Rowlands, Nichols and Rickard in our side over the last game or so. But we've also now brought in Keith Maguire. He's a young left back. We needed a slightly younger left back, I felt, that maybe could develop. And I think this guy's got a few attributes that could be useful to us. So he's come in. Not anything great at the moment, but I think over time could be pretty good, I hope. So he's come in. And the other one is Gary Webber. He's a central defender. And again, I think he's got some very good attributes in some very key spots. Some weaknesses as well, obviously. But at the age of 19, I think over a season he can develop as well. Both of those guys will play in and around the bench and as a support role for the next probably couple of months while they bed into the squad a little bit. And eventually, I hope one or other of those will stake a claim for a place in the first team as we move forward. I've got rid of Gareth. He just wasn't up to standard anymore. He had a couple of impactful moments, but you can see there's lots of gaps in his attributes that meant that he wasn't quite right for us. And he was on a bit of a high wage for a periphery player. Tatum went out on loan. I'm trying to get a couple more out of the squad as well. The likes of Parry and Roberts, our current left back option. There's a couple of others, Graham, a striker as well, who are just a little bit older than I would like and not quite as impactful as I would like. So I've had to bring in the youngsters to fulfill the quota for the under-19s in the rules of the Welsh Premier League. So yeah, some of the older guys might be moved on in the next couple of weeks if I can, but so far it's been quite difficult to get them out of the club. Another little thing that I've been requested to show you is a little bit about the finances of the club. They've been really bad up until very recently. You can see that we've been in the red quite a lot since I took over. Nothing that I could do about that. That happened just before I arrived, and I've been trying to get them back out of it. But the European campaign has really shot us up. We've made over £1 million in terms of profit for the prize money of being in these European qualifiers. So that's now done and dusted. Obviously we can't earn any more from that this season, but what it's done is it's completely transformed the finances of the club. And so hopefully moving forward we can be in a much better position to attract players, get a better transfer budget, all those kinds of things. I'm not going to talk to you about much of these. I'm just going to rotate through some of these pages so you can have a look and pause it if you want to have a look closer. But these are the current ins and outs in terms of our expenditure and our income. And in terms of debts, we haven't got any. In terms of sponsorship, we've only got one main kit sponsor. And there's the projections moving forward, and I think they look pretty healthy overall. So I think the Europeans, as I say, has done an immense job of changing the finance of the club. And if we can continue to maintain a European spot, then that will obviously continue forward. So that's got to be the aim. I know that we did exceptionally well last season and finished first of the division. I'd like to finish in the top 3 this year. I think that's a perfectly realistic target, and anything above that would be a real bonus again. But my expectation is that the new Saints won't like the fact that we overtook them last season and might come back with a vengeance this year. So yeah, that's all the little asides that I want to talk to you about before we go into today's game. There's a reasonably fit and healthy squad. I think a few of them are a little tired because of all the European travelling, etc. that we've done recently. But other than that, I think they're all in pretty good spirits. So today's team for the game against Colwyn Bay is Fuller in goal, Harden at right back, Owens at left back, Gardner and Bentker in central defence, Hazel, Rogers and Smith in central midfield, Sarmento on the right, Rowlands on the left, Basumbru up top, with Hope, Nichols, Evans, Pritchard, Wynne, Fenlon and Rickards on the bench. So let's get into today's game and see what happens. Team talk done. Time to get some momentum back in our way of play a little bit. Having had the disappointment of the European campaign recently, we need to get some motivation and momentum and some confidence back into our play. So let's hope that we can do that today. Bentker on the ball at the defensive end for us. Into Owens. Out wide right to Sarmento. Can he challenge the guy? Run past him. Go for it. Yeah, good chance. Gets it caught under his feet straight away, but we pick up the loose ball. Basumbru shot at goal. What a shot that is. What a brilliant strike out of absolutely nothing. And he's been really quiet through the European campaign, so I'm really happy that he's got a decent early couple of goals in this league already so far in the games that we've played, because we need him to be on form for us to be successful again. Nice header into him, gets it out from his feet, left-footed, hooks that ball and powers it past the goalkeeper, who possibly should have done a bit better, but I'm really pleased that he didn't. Oh, highlight off the kickoff. This is interesting. We'll see what happens here. Colwyn Bay straight back at us. But we pick up the ball. Brilliant. Can Rowlands ride a challenge? He can. And runs forward over the top for Sarmento on the right-hand side. Cross comes in. And Busumbru's not there, but Rowlands picks up the loose ball. Gets it back in again for Sarmento. 2-0 after 33 minutes. It's been a quiet first period of time in this particular half, but since that first strike for Busumbru, we've piled on the pressure. And again, it's Sarmento, a key person for this side. He's done very well for us over the last season or so. And on this occasion, finds himself with some space. And what a lovely poked volley that is. Right on the volley and right into that bottom corner. Brilliant strike from Sarmento, 2-0 up. Free kick for us, another opportunity for us to get a decent strike on goal. Rowlands on the ball and goes straight for the... Oh, good shot, good save. Really good shot by Rowlands. Can we keep the pressure on? We can. Good, really pressuring them. Sarmento with a far post corner. What happened there? Gardner squeezes one in and we're 3-0 up after 37 minutes. This is not what I expected today. If I'm honest, I've been so used to struggling over the last couple of episodes. I thought it would be a lot harder than this, but we've done brilliantly well to keep up the pressure on our set pieces. And there's a really nice header, but I think the defence and the goalkeeper have got to take a little bit of blame for not being able to clear their lines there, really. No offside issues, no issues at all. And we are 3-0 up in the first half against Colwyn Bay. And it's not what I was expecting at all. Decent headed clearance by Bentker, but Colwyn Bay win the loose ball. Again, good step in there by Harden, I think it was. And Busumbru picks up the ball off the defender and runs through at goal, but can't quite get his shot away properly. And that'll take us through to half time. What a brilliant first half that is. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. Lots of confidence in the play, lots of pressure on them, and we're going to get some real confidence from this particular result, I would hope, as long as we don't mess it up from here. Passionately, let's say I'm very pleased with the way it's going. Send them back out again. Why are they complacent? They've got to be, really focused, I would hope, more than complacent. But I guess at 3-0, that can always sort of dip into our performance a little bit. Corner kick for Colwyn Bay. What can they do with the corner kick? Go to the far post. Good header on the ball. Good clearance. Really good clearance. And again, we get on the ball. Can we complete the clearance this time? Rowlands up to Busumbru. Holds the ball very nicely back in to Bentker and goes over the top. But the highlight dies. I've changed a few of our free kick and corner kick routines, both defensively, offensively this season. And you can see putting those guys on the line in their correct positions really helped us on that particular occasion. Colwyn Bay with another opportunity though, down the left-hand side. Cross comes in. Gardner with a half clearance and we were a bit lucky there. Fuller was out of position and the shot comes back in but grazes the top of the goal and it goes out. And we hold on to our 3-0 lead. Let's go in and see what changes we can make. Bentker on a 66% conditioning, so hope will come on for him. And a bit further up the pitch, Smith has been a bit quiet, hasn't he, today? So Pritchard can come in there. And Hazel in central defence on a 6.6, not happy with that. Evans can come in for him. So those are the changes we're going to make and why we're making them. It's about conditioning more than anything and a few low ratings. A reasonable clearance by Gardner, but Colwyn Bay pick up the loose ball again. Have a decent shot from the edge of the box. Disappointing that the goalkeeper didn't get properly down and have a go for that one, really. But it was a really powerful shot. And we are now 3-1 after 67 minutes. Half attempt clearance there by Gardner. They pick up the loose ball right on the edge of the box. Powers it past the keeper. He does dive, but yeah, doesn't get down quick enough. 76 minutes gone. Throw in for us down the left-hand side. Can we get a cross in and another chance at the goal? A good block by Colwyn Bay, and the loose ball stayed in play, so they're going to have a chance to counter-attack on us. Can we find our shape and get on the ball again? We can. Lovely play by Hope to read the situation and get the loose ball. Too quickly up to the Basumbru again, though, there, and we lose the ball in their defensive area, but regain it again. It's a real pattern of play, isn't it, sometimes in this sort of league, that you win and lose the ball a lot in midfield before you finally figure out who's going to have the opportunity. And this time it looks to be us down the right with Sarmento. Basumbru! Another really good goal by Basumbru. Started the campaign brilliantly well. 4-1 up, a lovely near post header from brilliant play again by Sarmento. And it's these two that are real big stars of our show. And if Smith can get his act together in the league, I think he can join them in that. Is there an offside? Possibly. We'll have to check that a little bit. I'm not sure whether there was or not. There wasn't. It just looked a little bit offside to me, but obviously not. Colwyn Bay with an opportunity over the top. And put it into space for Humphreys to chase onto, and holds up the play, puts it to the far post, and it grazes the crossbar and goes over the top. Good sweeping move by them. Our defence was taken out a little bit by the decent passing across the penalty box, but then the attempt goes over the top, and we're going to get a really good win here. I'm so pleased. Sarmento and Basumbru were absolute stars today, weren't they? And that's brilliant. Get their confidence high after this real challenging period that we've just been through. And it's another win in the Welsh Premier League. 3 in a row to start the season with. I'll let the assistant do the team talk there, finish that off and come out of the game. But yeah, really good chance to get some confidence and momentum, just as I asked for, into our play. You can see that we played 1 less now than everybody else because of our European adventure, but we're sitting on 3 wins after 3 games. And what a brilliant start to the season that's been. So next episode, we're going to come back and continue in the league, and we're going to be coming back at the end of the month to play FM20. Just see where we'll sit by that point in the league. Hopefully still roughly where we are, right at the top would be great. So I hope you'll join me for that. But yeah, this is what it feels like to be at Connors Quay Nomads. The stuff that we've been through in the last few episodes with the European stuff was immense and really challenging. But in the league, we should be challenging for the top, and so far so good. So I hope you'll enjoy this season with me as we possibly finish off here at Connors Quay before moving somewhere else. But that's a conversation for another day. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you are, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Always great to keep up with the videos if you do that. If you like this particular episode, then why not click a like on it for me? That helps me get seen by loads of other people, helps me continue to grow the channel, and after the recent up boost in terms of audience, it'd be great to continue that journey and continue to grow. So if you click that like button for me, that would be brilliant. If you're playing Football Manager yourself, let me know how you're getting on in the comments below. Always interested to hear your stories. But until next time, take care of yourselves. I will see you very soon, and bye for now.